Good morning, guys. It's the Ultimate Fishing Guys again this morning, and we're up early this morning. So I'm not sure how many of you are up and with me this morning, but I actually got out of the house at a decent time this morning, and I'm going to try some real early here. So we can't do some good topwater action here. I haven't had a good topwater day for a few days now, and because I usually don't get out here early enough for topwater, but we are definitely up early enough this morning with the sunrise. So we're going to see if we can hit some top water and find ourselves an adventure as always. The last couple of days we've had some pretty good luck fishing. The bites definitely picked up. The water's cooled down some. Yesterday morning, early morning, the water temperature was 73.8 down here where I fish, and so that's a good cool water temperature compared to what we did have just a couple of weeks ago. It was way up in the 80s. So with that water temperature, the bites picked up. Crappie bite, panfish bite is definitely picked up, and we've actually managed to get ourselves a couple 3 bass. So we are going to see what we can do on top water this morning, and I'm going to bring you along with me, and hopefully we're going to find some fish. But most of all, whether we find fish or not, we're going to have some fun, and we're going to enjoy nature, just being out here. It's a nice quiet bluebird sky morning, almost no wind, so that could affect the bite. It could not. We'll just have to see. All right, guys, I'm going to get started fishing here, and as soon as I get something hooked on, and I'll bring you along with me this morning, and we will start our adventure. All right, guys, I'll catch you in a minute. All right, guys, we got a big fish on here. Fish on for sure. We got a big one on. Get the net here. Oh, he's taking drag even. That is the big fish. I don't want to horse him too much. I got 10-pound on here, or 12-pound actually. But this is a big fish. This is 2 or 3. This is about 3 pounds probably. See if I can get the net ready here without losing him. All right, we got him, guys. We got him. Oh man, he's a big one. He is a stout little. I don't think he's all that long, but man, he's stout. He's got some. He's just bulky. He's got some big weight to him. Man. Get some grippers on this guy. He's strong enough. I don't want to lose him. I'm trying to show him to you. Alright, we got him. And there he is, guys. Going in right about probably 2 3/4, almost just a hair under 3 probably. Nice fish. Real nice fish. I don't think this little guy's been caught. This guy's been caught before either. I don't see any other holes in him where he's any lure holes or anything. So he's a fresh new catch. which is cool. That means that there's still some big ones in here that I haven't even caught yet, which I kind of figured there was. Yeah, this guy's got some weight to him. Nice fish. Nice fish. Yeah, I was throwing this floating minnow, and I've got it hooked up in the net, so I don't know if I can get it out here to show it to you. Yeah, I can't. I'll have to show it to you in a second when I get the net, get it unhooked from the net. But I'm throwing a floating minnow in about, probably 5 inches long, or 4.5 inch long minnow. So pretty good size. I was beginning to wonder if I was going to get anything off of it. It just kept sitting there, and I couldn't get any bites off of it. And he exploded on it when I just let it sit out there when I threw it over on a weed line. Kind of a similar area where we caught the one yesterday. But yeah, this guy's a nice fish, a real nice fish. He's going in about 3 pounds, no doubt at all. He's definitely got some girth to him. He's just big, fat. As you can see there, how thick he is. Look at that head on that guy. Alright, I am going to get some still pictures of him real quick and get him back in the water. I don't want to get him too overstressed. But yeah, nice fish, guys. A real nice catch. I hadn't caught anything today. I was beginning to think I was going to get skunked, but I'll take a 3-pounder any day. Alright, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Hey guys, I told you I'd show you what I caught that last fish off of when I got it out of the net. It took me a few minutes there to get it unhooked out of the net. I know it's a bad deal to use a net when you're using this kind of with trebles on it, but I've lost 2 or 3 big fish trying to get them up over the side of the boat because I'm not able to reach down over the side and get them out of the water like a lot of guys can, because I can't get down on my knees from my arthritis. So I really have to use a net, which tears my net up. But yeah, here's what I was using, guys. This is a floating minnow. It's about 4 inches long. Yellow stripe, yellow down the top there, and then It's got some black stripes down it on the sides, on both sides, and it's white on the belly, a little bit of orange up towards the head, and it's just got a little diving bill on it. It only dives about 2 feet probably. Yeah, I believe it was about 2 feet is what they said on the package. But I had never used one of these before, and I got it on sale a couple weeks ago at Bass Pro, just, you know, one of them impulse buys, and I thought, oh, what the heck. You know, a bigger bass will hit it. It'd have to be a bigger bass to hit it, and definitely one hit it. So I'm really happy I caught something off of this. And then I was using my brand new 2000 series Ardent reel. I got it about 3 days ago, and I put it on my Berkley Cherrywood HD, but there it is, and just a beautiful looking reel. Just smooth as butter. I mean, this thing doesn't have a hitch, a glitch, or nothing in it. I'm really pleased with it. The drag was perfect on it just now. He took a little drag, and I had to tighten it up a little bit, but it was just perfect. I mean, in every way. The reel just performed flawlessly. But yeah, it's one of them Ardent 2000 series, 2000 B series reels. You can get them there at ardentreels.com or ardentoutdoors.com will get you there. And then you take you a minute or so to create an account, and you can start ordering. And if you check the description box at the end of this video, you're going to see a 25% off coupon code there. So definitely, guys, if you're going to order some Ardent stuff and order an Ardent reel like this one, definitely use that 25% off coupon code to save you quite a bit of money if you're going to do a bigger order especially. So yeah, check the description box at the video, and it'll be under Ardent there, down about partway down in the description box. Alright guys, I wanted to show you the reel, and I wanted to show you what I was catching it off of, because I'm just tickled to death with this reel. I can't say enough about it. So alright guys, I'm going to get back to fishing, you know, before it gets too late here, because the bite's going to stop here probably any time. Alright guys, I'm going to take a moment here and do kind of like a little how-to on this bait that I was using this afternoon. I don't do very much of that in my videos. I probably should do more. My wife mentioned it to me that I really should probably explain a little bit more of my techniques and my reasoning behind things when I'm telling you guys to do certain things. So this is a Bass Pro brand floating minnow, 4-inch. It dives to about 1 to 2 feet. Yellow on top. It's got some white there, and I showed it to you earlier with orange. Got a little bill on it. It'll go 1 to 2 feet down. I've got it on a 6'6" medium action spinning rod with my Ardent 2000 series spinning reel. It's brand new. I just got it. I love it. And then I'm using 12-pound Berkley Trilene monofilament on this reel. And earlier you seen in the video there, I caught that 3-pounder off of this setup. What I'm doing here and how I'm targeting it is the body of water that I'm fishing like today. All along the edge of it, about 2 to 3 foot out, there's a weed line and just different kind of stuff under the water, grass and different kinds of weeds, and I call it coon's tail. It's probably not what it is, but that's what it's called around here. Kind of a spiral looking grass. So what I'm doing is I'm picking the shade spots, and I stay back long enough to get a pretty long cast in on it, and I'm just casting right to the edge of that weed line and letting this thing sit, because it makes a pretty good plunk when it hits the water. So you want to let it sit for, I don't know, I've let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes at a time sometimes. Let the water settle down, let everything get a little bit quieter. And then if you're using a spinning setup, make sure that you immediately tighten your line up, because the spinning setup is going to let some little bit of slack out before you get your bail shut. And so if you would have to set the hook at that point on a blow up, you'd probably miss it because you'd have too much slack. So what I do is, while I've got it sitting, is I'll go ahead and tighten my line up until I just barely see it move, and then I'll leave it alone. And then after a couple minutes, nothing happens, no blow up, no strikes, I go ahead and I'll pop it a couple times and let them know it's there. Because the water that I'm fishing a lot of times is pretty mucky and pretty scummy. So you got to kind of give them some indication that it's there, because I'm sure they probably have a hard time seeing it through the muck. So I'll pop it a couple of times, then let it set again for just a few seconds. Nothing happens, then I go ahead and reel down on it, and I'll start out real slow, and then I'll pick up speed as I take off away from that grass line. And so, you know, you're going down 1 to 2 feet, so if there is some grass coming off of that weed line, you usually stay up above it, depending on how, you know, you'll have to look at your graph, you'll have to know, you know, get an idea of the water you're fishing, of course. I'm just talking about where I'm fishing. And I pay attention to my graph, that way I can tell exactly where those deeper pockets are, because I've got a spot over here that's about 18-20 foot deep, and it goes, you know, comes back up to about 8 foot. It's about probably a 25-yard area, and so I'm usually casting around the edge of that on that weed line, like I said, because a lot of times these bigger bass, they're still, I mean, they're moving up shallow this time of year a little bit more to feed, but they're still staying close to that deeper water. So that kind of gives you an idea of what my thinking is on it and kind of how I'm doing it. Like I said, I'm just targeting the edge of that weed line, stay right on the edge of it, let it sit, pop it a couple times, and then take off out of there from there. And you know, like yesterday, I got a strike on the way out, away from the weed line, after I popped it a couple times and kind of let them know it's there. And you know, I don't know how it reacts on a bait caster setup. It could react differently as far as tightening up your line in the slack. I'm not sure. I haven't used this particular lure on a bait caster, but right now this lure is working great for me. It's a 4-inch floating minnow, dives 1 to 2 feet, and it's kind of in a bluegill pattern. So that kind of, guys, that kind of gives you an idea of what my thinking was and what my technique was and what I used. And I'm going to try to do a little bit more of this in my videos. I know I've been lacking doing that. I've just kind of been fishing and saying, okay, I do this, I've done that, and this and that. But that doesn't really teach you how to do it or give you an idea of what you can do for your body of water. All right, guys, we're going to end the video. Not many fish catches today, but, you know, we still had a good day. We got one really nice bass, a couple blow-ups I missed earlier on top water, but, you know, that's expected. So I'm going to get back over and put the boat up and head back to the house and get this edited for you and get it out to you. But like I said, guys, hope you're having a good afternoon. And most of all, I hope you're out on the water somewhere, or if you can get out on the water, do it this afternoon and have some fun. All right, guys, I'll catch you later. Appreciate you watching as always. You know, hit that like button. Share the channel if you like what I'm doing. And most of all, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I put out regular videos, you know, every couple of days, and we usually got some nice fish catches and bigger fish catches in there. So I'm sure you'll enjoy it if you go ahead and subscribe. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Have a good evening.